Today's challenge was long and strenuous, but your efforts will be rewarded. This new truth about who God is should help you in future challenges and throughout your lives.
Has something unfair ever happened to you? Maybe all of your friends went to a fun birthday party, but you weren't invited. Someone could have called you a mean name that hurt your feelings. When things happen that are sad, we don't have to feel bad for ourselves. We can remember that even when we might feel alone, God sees and knows what we're going through. Hagar knew exactly what it felt like to feel alone and hurt, but things hadn't started out that way. You see, she was a servant to a married couple named Abram and Sarai. God had promised Abram and Sarai that they would have a baby. They were so excited, but God's promise didn't come true right away, and Sarai started to doubt that God would keep his promise after all. Sarai didn't want to wait any longer. She told Abram to take Hagar as his second wife so that he could have a child with her. Abram did what Sarai said, and soon after, Hagar found out that she was pregnant. Once Hagar realized that she was going to have a baby, things took a turn for the worse. Hagar started acting proud and bragging to Sarai about the fact that she was pregnant. This made Sarai feel really angry because she didn't have a baby and she desperately wanted one. Sarai ran and told Abram how Hagar was acting, and Abram reminded Sarai that Hagar was her servant. This meant that Sarai could do whatever she wanted to her, so she decided to be really mean to Hagar. Hagar was very upset and didn't know what to do, so she ran off into the desert. There, Hagar felt alone and sad, like no one cared about her. Well, God saw Hagar sitting by a spring in the middle of the desert and knew how she was feeling. He sent an angel to talk to her, and the angel asked her what she was doing. Hagar told the angel that she was running away from Sarai. The angel told Hagar to go back home and that he would be with her. God also gave her a great promise. She would have so many descendants that they couldn't even be counted. This made Hagar so happy. She was thankful that God had seen her and knew how she felt. She began to use a new name for God and said, "You are the God who sees me." Hagar said this because she thought, "I see that even in this place, God sees me and cares for me." God saw and knew exactly how Hagar was feeling, even when she thought that no one cared for her. And God feels the same way about all of us. Sometimes bad things might happen to us that are out of our control, like what happened to Hagar. And other times it might be because of choices that we make. But no matter what, we can know who God is, that He sees and knows us and will care for us no matter what.